This at the studio is going to be a little bit different. In this one, you're going to come up with a tagline. And I'm going to give you some examples from companies that just nailed it. But from your tagline, it can be insanely difficult. You want to come up with a tagline that expresses who you are. And I have a few examples that I came up with for the logo that I created. I said affable, where there is always a smile. That one incorporates who I am and also kind of lets the viewer understand why you chose that word. But then you can also go into another dimension where I've used where style meets, and that's affable. And that's sort of where I like. I love style, fashion, and affable is sort of being agreeable, and I think fashion agrees with me. So I said where style meets. So let's take a look at a few examples here. So you have the Nike Just Do It campaign. And this has been and has resonated with people and has lasted longer than just about any pair of shoes they have created. Kennedy Wayne, the agency that established this tagline, could not have guessed that this is the direction when the company first debuted it. Apple, with their Think Different, this really talks about them being innovative, they're tech savvy, and they were everything they wanted to be because this is simple machine to guide them, the tagline. You all know McDonald's I'm Loving It campaign. It launched in 2003, but it's still standing in 2012. It simply claims when that you taste or eat their food, you're going to love it. And Verizon's Can You Hear Me Now? And this one moves you left or right. Are you thinking about hearing? L'Oreal's Because You're Worth It. And this goes beyond their product, but it's about the image. The image the product could get you to be because you're worth it. It's focusing on pushing the brand further and giving the entire concept to make a much more powerful message. And all the news that's fit to print. This is a very old tagline, and it came in 1890s by the New York Times. And it didn't stand for sensationalism, the tabloid news that was around at that time, but rather important facts and stories. And today, the New York Times is still seen as the newspaper de jour, the one that you go to for the story. So now I want you to come up with a tagline for the logos that you created today. Now I want you to come up with a tagline for the logos that you created today using the word that you chose, and think about how it relates to you and come up with a tagline for yourself.